Hi guys, how are you? My name is Natalia Mufutau and I would like to welcome you to my talk show, Talks with Natalia. It's been actually 2 weeks. I've missed you so much. It was so-called holiday, but I would rather say it was I had to focus on the business and I had some time for myself as well. But today we will have a very special guest. It's a 13th episode. I had some time for myself, so now today I wanted to surprise you with a very, very special guest. It's Sultan. He's a pioneer in the hip hop and rap music in Nigeria. We're gonna talk about evolution of the Nigerian music industry. I know from my experience that Nigerians, music is a Nigerian is a music. I mean, you guys, you have it inside you. I can't even explain it very well, but I guess you know what I mean. Anyway, I just wanted to say hello to you in the beginning. It's been really a while. DJ Stardom, hi. Oluwazi Shola, Miss Moin. I think I'm getting better in pronouncing the Yoruba names. Ayokade Ayobami, CMK Nation, hi. Coco M, GGC Worldwide. Yes, and then so hello, but I forgot to thank you so much for the birthday wishes for my husband. On the 8th of August, it was a very special day for him. I won't say publicly how old is he, since I'm not sure if he wants to other people to know that. But anyway, we have received messages from all around the world and calls, and people were even singing some songs for him and for the kids and for my family and praying. And I believe that prayers. The prayers and the good wishes, they are worth more than money. So I really appreciate that. And we pray that your families are okay in this difficult time, because this Corona time and having a birthday, it's a crazy time actually. But anyway, we managed somehow and we are okay. Just let me check if Sultan is in the house. Not yet. So we might have to wait for a while. African time, I got used to it. What I'm always afraid of is the internet connection, but I hope that it's gonna be okay this time. Yeah, just let me say hello. Wielka cześć Kasia. Balan Leduni. Have I pronounced it well? Hello. Happy Emperor 9. Hi. Useful forever. Hello. We're gonna wait, I guess. Just let me send him a message. And I have to pin the topic of our discussion today. It is I forgot how to. Yes, so it is an evolution. Please, meanwhile, just let me know how are you. It's been 2 weeks. I feel like I'm getting to know you kind of from the scratch, even though I kept in touch with some of you. Thank you for all the messages. I don't always immediately reply, but once I have time, I reply in bulk. So just let me quickly pin the topic. What is the situation with the corona in Nigeria? Are you guys? I'm based in Finland. I'm from Poland, so I follow the news in these two countries. But it seems we were supposed to travel for holiday actually to Poland, but it seems that due to the corona, I'm not sure if it's visible anymore of the music. To be honest, I'm tired of all this thing. It's affecting my life, it's affecting my business, and kind of like it's difficult to predict. I mean, we all know that the second wave is coming, but we don't know how big it will be, how much it will. There is a lot of things. Evolution of the. Just let me quickly. Yes. So done. Yes. Yes, I did it. And also we hit 10,000. I'm not sure if I, over 10,000 of you. I'm not sure if I had live after, after when it happened, but I just wanted to thank you again. I'm so grateful today. Actually, it's Sunday and I'm full of energy. I woke up in a very bad mood, to be honest with you, but I went to jog and try to, take all this negative energy away so I can share my positive energy with you. We talked to Paul Fo, at one of the best top sales managers in Nigeria, the coaches. And he kind of explained to me a lot about law of attraction and the positive energy and what was it, NLP. So I'm trying to use it in life as much as I can, which is not easy. But anyway, so I don't know if you know what is the real name of South Sultan. Maybe you can type in the comment if you know. If any of you know. Because I'm going to ask him actually what is the meaning of his name. I'm always interested in the names of Nigerian names. It's amazing. It always has a meaning. And it's always so interesting to me. So I assume you don't know. So his name is Olanrewaju Fasasi. I hope I pronounce it well. I'm not sure. I'm going to ask him what does Olanrewaju, have I pronounced it? Can you please let me know if I pronounce it well? I have to ask him what does his name mean in Yoruba. The way I met him is that he's been a supporter of my family, of my dear Yoruba Pikin, my husband and our 3 children. So I assume he's a traditional Yoruba man, and I can't wait to ask him about how he sees the tradition, and just my interest is, as you know, Nigeria. So I would like to know, where does the music, like the Nigerian music, come from? How the colonization, if the colonization has affected the Nigerian music, because if it has affected the culture so much. So I believe music is the culture. So I believe that it has affected the. Let me just wait. Yes. Yeah. So I believe it has affected the music somehow. I like that he represents. I think it's a Z generation. So it's the generation of my parents. So at the moment, we have all these new people in the Nigerian music. What is it called? Scene. Yes. So I can relate somehow to Wizkid, for example, but all this, I don't remember. There was this song Lolo. I'm not sure. But anyway, the guy is young. I can relate to the music somehow, but I just wonder what is it like how they see the music, how they create the lyrics, how they affect the music, how they see it, how they feel it. So it's an awesome topic, actually, music. I love dancing. It's been a while since I went dancing. Actually, it's been 1 week, but before that 1 week, it was like, I think 4 or 5 months because of Corona. Oh, yeah, yes. African time. It is the 13th episode. I remember how concerned I was in the beginning about inviting guests that I don't know, talking to people I have never met in my life. But I think now I got used to it. It's becoming, I think it's a process, my comfort zone. But I would really appreciate if I hear from you guys. 2 weeks, it's a very long time. Bemba Baker. Bembao. Hi. How are you today? How was your Sunday? Did you guys went to church? Are you actually, I saw something about mosques in Nigeria, and then it was somehow in relation to churches. So Is it like the churches will be selling masks and then they will be getting a revenue, extra revenue from it? I wonder. I actually attended the service online today. I normally go to church every Sunday at 11 and sometimes on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. But now the numbers are rising again very slowly here in Finland. We are actually quite blessed. In Poland, it's growing super rapidly, and there's a quarantine. There's a compulsory quarantine. If you actually come back from Poland to Finland, it's 2 weeks quarantine. So that was another thing that I was not sure if actually I can stay at home with the kids 2 weeks after coming back from my holiday. But I see, it's crazy. I see people on Instagram posting pictures, all over the world, and then there is a Corona time. And then I am myself concerned, should I travel or not? I personally don't use I try to avoid the public transportation as much as I can. Sometimes it's not possible, but we don't have to wear masks. I mean, in the public transportation, it is recommended, but it is not compulsory, so I don't wear it actually when I take a bus or train or whatever. Anyway, is there any other question that any other question that you would like to ask Sultan on myself? I'm happy to answer. Normally we're super busy. So today you have a chance. Bella, okay, someone is speaking Italian, okay. I know that Nigerians are super, you guys are super talented with the languages. So I'm not surprised. By the way, yes, I forgot to mention that the next Sunday is the last episode of this season, of season number 1. I will have a very special guest, very dear to my heart, as I already announced on Facebook. And then we will have a giveaway. As I promised a long time ago, but anyway, finally, so the last episode next week. Today we have a Sultan in the house, and giveaway is coming next week as well, so stay tuned. Oh, okay, I can see that Sultan has joined. Baba, ekurole.
Hey, kúrò lẹ́ o.
Báwo ni?
Dáadáa ni o, ṣé dáadáa ni?
Yeah, Dadani. Ekabo, my
Hey,
talk show. I don't know how to say it in Yoruba, my talk show, but you are very well.
ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí.
Okay. So I don't think I have to introduce you again, but I would, just for the audience outside of Nigeria. So I
Yeah.
checked that your real name, I thought that your name is Sultan, but no, I realized that it's Olanrewaju. Have I pronounced it? Yes, Fasasi. Yeah, so basically you are the musician. You've started the hip hop trend in Nigeria. You are also a producer and the co-owner of the basketball club, which was a total surprise to me, but I'm gonna talk about it later. So welcome again, Ekabo.
Ẹ ṣé o, ẹ ṣé o.
Kotokpe? Kotok, is it? Or Kotokpe?
Kòtọ́pẹ́?
Yeah. I'm learning. I'm constantly learning, and so don't
I'm
mind if you
telling
don't
you.
understand my Yoruba, but I keep trying.
You are trying.
So could you please explain what does your name mean? Because, for example, my husband's name is Adewumi, and Ade is crown, and Wumi is I admire. So I guess it's Olan Rawaju, is it?
Yes, that's Olanrewaju. That means my blessings always going forward. My blessings are always multiplying. It's always going forward. Ahead.
Oh, great name. Okay. For example, my first son name is Oluwaseun. It's my favorite name, a Yoruba name. It means, and yeah, I love
thank you,
it so
God.
yeah. So
Good.
so some of for my viewers, they know a little bit about my family, but I would love to know a little bit more about your family. And I know that you come from Jos, which is one of the
I was born in Jos, actually. Born in Jos.
yes, and it's I know that it's like one of the coldest places in Nigeria.
Yes, very
And people,
cold.
the
Like,
foreigners love. I've never been to Jos because of the Boko Haram issue, but I know that people, foreigners
it's
love
nuts.
Jos.
Yes, yes. It's very true.
What is
You
the
see, the
issue?
thing
What is
about
the issue with the Boko Haram now in Jos? Is it safe? Is your family still in
it's not
Jos?
it's not actually, see, what happened was it's not actually Boko Haram.
Okay.
It's not Boko Haram, it's just some tribes, some different ethnic groups fighting against each other. It's more territorial, it's not
Oh,
territorial and religious somehow, so but
yeah.
I
Because
was born in Jos. I'm not from Jos. I was born in Jos. I'm from
okay.
Oyo State. I'm from Oyo State.
That's true. Because yeah, yes, my husband is from Shaki, and
Your
then you
husband's village is
study
not
in
far from my
Ogbomosh.
village.
It's not the
Yes.
village, sir. It's a town. Okay.
Shaki,
Yes.
Shaki, Abi Shaki.
They say that the best pots in Nigeria come from Shaki, so we are very proud of Shaki.
That's the language.
Talking about the yes, so you were born in Jos, and then you have five siblings, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, so we're
Yes.
all scattered around the world right now, but yeah, we
Okay.
from a family of six children. I'm number four.
Mm-hmm.
The eldest is here. She's a lady. All the ladies are here, but the men have one is in Sweden, and the other one
Oh,
is in the UK. Baba D is in Sweden, and my younger brother is in the UK. So I'm the only man here in Nigeria now.
okay. So is something like is a tradition in in your family music? Is this or like where it has it started from? Your passion?
Yeah. When the passion started, when my brother Baba D started it before me, when he started doing music, I was just more like, oh, this is what you're doing now. Then I pick up a pen and it's easy for me to do. Like I'm looking at it like, okay, I think this runs in the family actually. And then we did not know until much later that it was from my mom we got it, you know,
Oh, okay. How did you find out?
because she started doing, there's this thing we do for weddings. It's called engagements before the wedding,
Yeah,
like the
the
traditional
family get to
marriage.
know each other, and
So,
is
so
it?
my mom used to do MC. She used to be like the Alaga Joko, Alaga. So those ones, what they do is
Wow.
they basically just make people laugh with the music. They create music for right there and then, like spontaneous freestyle, singing for different tribes, making sure people laugh while they sing. So that's what my mom used to do later on. And she used to do it good. So I was like, oh, so this is where we got this talent from. No wonder. Like everybody in the house, even the one that is not taking it seriously, can be a musician if they wanted to. So
So is this the like because you started with the hip hop? So is it the reason the freestyle of your mom and stuff? Do you think that this is the reason why you chose hip hop as?
mm, hip hop is the funny thing about me is I have done a whole bit more than just hip hop, and
Yes.
interestingly, people don't know that I really write for some people that do raga. I write for people in different genres, you know. So it's more like I just pay attention to whatever I listen to or whatever anybody's listening to around me growing up, and I could do it, pretty much do the same thing if I wanted to. So I
Mm-hmm.
was always in between genres. So yes, hip hop. I loved hip hop.
Oh, okay.
Growing
So
up. So
I saw that you do Fuji as well.
yeah, I mean, I've done one or two because Fuji is really hard because of the way they speak the Yoruba. But if it's melody, if I can write for you. That's what I know. I can write for the Fuji
Okay,
artist.
so
I've
you
done
are writing
collabos
for the
with
texts for other musicians.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's great. But we jumped into the music, but I really wanted to ask about your wife because I know that you are very, I mean, I assume you are a very traditional Yoruba man. And then you got married to a Igbo woman. So I was
Yeah.
wondering what was the reaction of your family when they found out that you are planning to get someone who is not Yoruba?
Yeah, it's not really the tribe thing is not what comes to play. Even you play the most part. It's religious ones that come to play the most part sometimes
Hmm.
in Nigeria. Yeah. So, but for us, we had to show a lot of people that look, we love each other. So regardless of
Mhm.
whatever anybody thinks, this is us. This is what we want to do for the rest of our lives. So we basically just showed them. We showed
Mhm.
everybody that had to, play a part in our marriage, that these people really love each other. Just just leave them alone. Differences don't even exist where they are. So that's
Yeah.
what it
So
is.
how many years you've been happily married now?
10, going to
Oh
11
wow!
now.
Congratulations.
Yes, so thank you very much.
I know because it's the same situation with us when it comes to the religion, and then plus I am Oibu, so it was even more complicated, I believe, in our case. But my parent-in-law, they had some hesitations in the beginning as well. But what we
So,
did is that
so
we
Ted,
proved them as
happy
well
for
that
me too. Yeah.
we just show them, yeah. So it's been 10 years. We've been 10 years with my husband as well. Happily married 5 years,
Wow.
but
Wow. Congratulations.
yeah.
That's a
You know,
wonderful
there are
family.
pluses and minuses of being 10 years in the relationship. It's a lot of, yeah, yeah. I think there is
Yeah.
you could write a lot of songs about it. But anyway, going back to the music, um,
Yeah.
you in 90s you hosted shows to raise money for the studio sessions because I am really interested to know how your career has started.
Yeah. Well,
Where this idea came
back
from?
about what do you say?
That I said about these shows when you were raising the money.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I wanted to say. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I said, basically back in the days, it wasn't like, there was funds anywhere for you to grab a hold of and, promote yourself of anybody trying to invest in music as such. So it was us always looking for other ways to invest in our craft, to invest in our talent, because we are the only ones that used to believe ourselves anyway. Because music in Nigeria wasn't really that, formidable. You compare it to how they play, the foreign content. So
Mm-hmm.
back then, we're just passion driven mostly. So um, before I could explain to anybody, I wanted them to see what I was made up of. So raising money by going for, because I saw that I was more than just a single threat. I was more like a triple threat. I could do the stage thing, I could dance, I could sing, and so the stage thing as an MC, I did that for a couple of years, made some money from that, and invested in myself, and started shooting videos for myself, you know, and from there people started, enjoying the brand Sultan, and just staying loyal.
Mm-hmm.
So it was
So
really those shows. I was raising money badly. I was sharing room at on tour. I would beg one of my I celebrated him last week. He just died last week. One of the bosses that really,
yeah, I'm so sorry. I
stood,
saw that on
yeah,
Instagram. Yeah.
stood in for me. That was my first, paying gig that was really big, and he was the stage manager, and I was the MC. So what I'd do was I'll beg him if I go into another one town, I'll be like, yo, can I chill in one part of your room? I don't want to, pay for a room this time around because
Mm-hmm.
saving money because I'm saving money to, get a car or shoot a video. So it was like, okay, that's what we're going to do throughout the story. You're going to be staying somewhere close to my, like if he has a suite, I'll be in the living room of the suite and he'll be in the room. So I'll just put up there and everything is okay. I'll go to the show from there. That's how I was hustling, to raise the money.
Yeah, I can imagine because that time there was no YouTube, there was no internet, so
And,
you guys you really had to hustle. Justin Bieber,
yeah, so,
he started from YouTube. He was just recording something. So,
yeah.
but there is a power of crowds in Nigeria. People are talking, so the word of mouth, I think it's a very good promotion.
Yeah. Yes, of course. And the thing about back in the days is when when you want to have your music played somewhere else, you have to go there with your leg. You
Hmm.
know, anywhere where you want make them play your song, you better be there. Like there's no chance if you can't MP3. There was no MP3 back in the days.
Yes.
Nothing like that. There was so it was basically like if I want my song in where Port Harcourt, I better know somebody that is going to Port Harcourt or way bill it by night bus, or I
Hmm.
better go there myself, you know. So that's how
Wow.
it was.
Yeah, but you see, now there are good memories. But I can
Almost.
really feel the struggle.
No, the thing
So,
about that is a great thing to behold. I mean, I kind of miss that life because it's more in
hmm,
touch with reality. It's more organic. You build
yes,
your brand organically. It's not like people are lying to you that you have following on this one or these people have downloaded this and but you don't get to feel the whole energy, real time. So sometimes you get to go to all these places to see the people see you, even when you're not performing. You're getting a hold of the people. You understand what their culture is because you've been there
yeah.
one on one. Write stuff into your songs that has to do with them. They will appreciate that. So more like it's a bit more engaging. To say that.
Hmm. Yeah, I totally agree with you. I was wondering, what did you know that this Jagba Jantis that is gonna be a big hit? Like, did people tell you what happened beforehand and afterwards? Like, do you remember? It's been a
Yeah,
while.
I mean, no, trust me. Um, Trust me, um, people people were nasty to me at first when I dropped it. Like the opinions I was getting was just so divided. Not even divided. At some point, it was just so discouraging. I was someone told me, "Oh, why are you singing about the subject that people hate the most, like mathematics? Who wants to hear about mathematics and all that?" Somebody said, "Oh, man, I was playing your song on the radio, and my boss hit me on his back. Said, why are you playing that song?" So that's why I've not been playing it. I'm sorry. So I'm like, oh, these people don't get the message, or what is it they don't get? So I said, look, maybe if I shoot the video, I will be able to, interpret it in a better way. So
Yeah.
as luck would have it, I got kids together, tried to make the message a bit more subtle with a satire in it, and just boom, when I made that video, people now understood it in a more, in a more engaging way, and people love this song instantly. I got love from the media, and the rest is history anyway.
Hmm. Wow.
Give me
So,
1 minute. Give me 1 minute. This happy Papa Abi. They just can't call me Nana.
oh, okay.
Whether
Is
I
it
go
the
play,
daughter or your
go
son?
play one jam for them. They say all my picking them. Say a puke. I'm coming.
No, Hala, I go wait. Oh, I know the struggle. I remember when I was talking to Toy Lawani. It's yeah, I had all of my children on the back of my on actually on my back. There were three of them at some point. I jumped to the video, so yeah, I know the struggle. I think San Sultan has 3 or 4 children as well, so more than one is always a wahala. Anyway, I'm super inspired by Sound Sultan. It's really an achievement to be an icon, actually, to start from the 90s and then still be one of the most popular Nigerian musicians. There's such a high competition. People have different demands. I mean, it's super difficult, and then there's also a lot of things about money involved and politics too. So later on I will talk to San Sultan about the fact that he's the UN ambassador as well. That's also super interesting to me. What are the responsibilities of the UN ambassador? He's also he played basketball himself. This is super funny. I had no idea about that before, and he co-owns the Ligos basketball club. So I, as a businesswoman, I would love to know if this is more for fun or for passion for basketball, or is it more profitable? People in Nigeria live, I mean, football. Football is all over the place. Anytime I go in Nigeria, I mean, to Nigeria, there's, you know, people are just football oriented. I'm personally an Arsenal fan, just by the way. So I like basketball as well, but I would love to know if Samson Tald was still, I mean, was he a musician when he was playing basketball? Was he actually younger? And then I would love to know as well about the music, like where it started from. Oh, okay. So just let me not talk about the questions too much. Welcome back.
Yes.
What did your Pekin say? What did they want?
See, one of them puked. Like, I don't know what they ate. Like,
There is always one thing on the other, so I understand. As a mother of three.
yeah, the
Anyway, go.
mother is sleeping, so I'm like, okay. You see
Don't
what
worry.
I'll tell you about real life and all this internet. Real life will always come to play, you know, and you have to attend to real life. So it's more. I love more when it's more engaging and organic, you know. So I don't ever let internet take the best of me.
Yeah, you're old school. I am old school as well. I'm actually getting to know social media kind of. I always believe it's fake. I always like kind of face-to-face meetings and stuff. But
Yeah.
anyway, there's a power lying in social media as well. We are talking today thanks to social media. So
Oh yes. So.
I wanted to ask you about the being a UN ambassador, because that was super interesting to me. Like, is it like for life, or is it for the certain period of life of time? And what are the responsibilities of being the UN ambassador?
I was given the UN Peace Ambassador
Mm-hmm.
post. Mostly because what I do is I sing about reality,
Mm-hmm.
and I've pledged myself to always use my music to preach peace, you know, so to say.
Oh,
And
wow.
you listen to most of the songs, like there's a song out now, it's called Oshimari, and that song is
Mm-hmm.
really dedicated to Post. It speaks about the oneness and the strength in diversity that we have in Nigeria, and for us to make the best use of the, you know, the differences in ethnicity and all the differences that we have together might just be our winning formula. So that's why
Wow.
I keep preaching peace for people to understand each other more, get to find what anything stands for in a certain tribe, on a certain culture, you know. So by the time you understand where they're coming from with their culture, probably you know, you might understand better, you know, what their actions are and how not to step on each other's boundaries and everything.
Yeah, that's so important. But what were your responsibilities?
It's tricky. The responsibilities where we used to go on several tours, just sensitizing children, sensitizing people. Sometimes they would say we should go to some. There was a time we are supposed to go to like a very disturbed country, like a warring
Oh,
country, but they were kidnapping people. Now they say no go again. So
okay.
sometimes it's more like we are mouthpieces of a nation, and we have following, we have all those people. So we just have to preach love and peace, you know, so to say. There was a time we were called upon by the Queen of England. We went to see the Queen for
Mm.
the launch of the Commonwealth Games and all that. So yeah,
Wow, that's amazing. So
yes,
is it for some certain period of time that you were elected, or?
yeah. I mean, it was what happened is when they elect you until you go until they come out you now. They never say they come out me now. So I just did, and I'm also Oxfam
Okay.
ambassador. I'm also an ambassador for food security in Africa. So.
Oh, I had no idea. This okay.
Yes,
So
yes, yes.
so this is super important, especially now during the Corona time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's been
thank you for
about,
doing.
yes, sir. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Sorry, because sometimes it's breaking, sometimes it's not, so I'm a little bit confused. But
Okay.
yeah, it's so good to talk to people like you that sometimes there's no informations online, and then now you are telling us about how you support people and about the peace, how much you are involved, about the food, about the stuff. So thank you so much for giving back, because I believe that you also do it to give it back to people for what you have achieved.
I mean, giving back for me is giving in, not giving in as giving up, but giving inward. Because the more you take care of the environment and your society, you're taking care of yourself. So for all those
It's
self-centered people, I think it's a better way to be self-centered by
hmm,
giving back.
yeah, amen to that. Yes.
Yes.
So I wanted to ask you about the project Proud to be African, when you cooperated with Wyclef Jean and the Two Face Adibia.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes.
So what was the
Two-Face
project? I mean,
Idibia.
how was the cooperation going, and what was the project about?
Um, Basically, it was Wyclef coming to Nigeria for the first time, I think, to Africa for the first time in 2004. And he was like, oh, yeah, while he's here, he doesn't want to just come and go. He wants to see who are the best crop of talent that he would appreciate and work with them, So he came, and before his show, we had another show that kind of showcased all of us. And it was like, whoa, I want this guy, I want this guy, I want this guy. And I didn't even know they picked me like until we were nearly done in the studio
Wow.
because my phone was off for the better part of the day, and he just made one final call through that like, oh, he picked, and then I just luckily put my SIM in someone else's phone at that time. Then he was like, oh, can you get to the studio? And the studio was just around the corner. I was like, wow, what a coincidence. Okay, let's go. And I got there and did my thing in less than 10 minutes. So the love started there. They were like, wow, who is this guy? How did you just come into this place, just listen to the title and just jump on the song immediately like this? So they were very appreciative of my God-given talent. And I was like, okay, you guys, I can, like he just took a liking in me and said, you're like my cousin. And that was it. From then on, we've done like 4 other songs together.
Amazing. Everything, I believe that in life, everything happens for a reason. So
Yes,
there
sir.
was a reason why you picked up this call.
Yes, sir. Exactly.
But going back to the songs, you in 2015, if I'm not mistaken, you record the Remember. You released actually the Remember song, and then you were away from the music industry for a while. Now you are back. But what happened that you were away for such a long time?
No, I wasn't away. I've never been away for a long time. I've never ever stayed off the radar for less than what 3 months or 2 months.
You see, waiting
Always been
people.
in the
Right?
vision.
That's why it's always good to ask questions.
Yeah, you go and read online and some person will not even know anything. You
Yes.
just go right back anything. So yeah, I don't even know what they say when they say you're off the radar. I've released 8 albums in 20 years, so you can figure that out yourself. In the 20 years, in fact, the time I spent away the most was even between my first album and my second album, you know. And ever since I've dropped songs, big, huge songs from 2010, from that day, that time of Jabajantis. I've dropped Jabajantis, dropped back in the days. Those were huge songs. Dropped Ado
Mm-hmm.
Dabile, Gang Gang. I've dropped Gang Gang. I've dropped Eba Meki Igbe Ole O. I've dropped that one. I've dropped 2010 Don't Go. I've dropped Kokese with Wizkid. I've dropped Bushmeat with Tubaba. I've dropped. I spend my money every day on top of man. So songs keep coming and coming and coming and coming.
I like the
You
last
know.
one. I like the last one. Yeah.
Yes,
When you
sir.
drop the money,
So,
yes, for a woman. Yeah,
mhm.
but I know, I mean, I also checked you had a lot of collaborations, and I can see that there is music in you. And then it's like you
Yes,
speak music as well. So that's why I was surprised when when I read that. I thought that maybe it was a personal reason. But it's good to know
yeah.
you are back. And actually, you have just released a new album.
Most definitely. Most
Could you
definitely.
tell us a little bit more about the new album?
Yeah, the new album is called Eight Wonders. My eighth album is my celebration of my 20 years on the scene.
Wow.
So I was supposed to shoot like to drop two albums this year, but Corona came and I was like, okay, let's give them one for this year.
Yes, it's
You know,
our
so
Oluko. Hello.
eh,
Yes, it's my children teacher.
yes,
So
so
it's
I know.
like our family. Yeah, he's our
Yes,
family.
now. That one,
Hey, come on.
don't swallow Yoruba.
He's a very traditional Yoruba man. I think him and my husband the most Yoruba man that I know.
Yes,
Yeah, but anyway,
thank you, Ayo Atoba. Thank you. So yeah, what was that?
okay, you are
What was
wrong,
that again?
Sultan himself. Yes, I agree. Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah, so
I wanted to ask about the Fuji a little bit more because you said that you do Fuji, you do soul, you do R&B as well, you do hip hop.
when mm, it was just a way to say I can do whatever it is musically that I put my mind to, and
Wow.
that's not me bragging. I'm not bragging. It's just like God has put one template in my head that listen and remake kind of thing, but in your own way, never
Oh
copying,
my-
never, So yeah, most definitely, it's just a way to let you know that sound is music, and being the king of sound, you can walk around the territory
Oh,
without
now I
anybody,
understand. Okay, that's great.
without anybody disturbing you. Why are you in Fuji? Why are you in this one? Like, I'm a king of sound now. I can walk around
Amen to that.
the whole sound kingdom. Amen. Oh. The whole sound kingdom. So yeah, that's just it.
Yeah.
you
Make I
know.
just quickly greet Lady Comfort here. It seems that
Lady
I yeah,
Comfort.
familiar faces we are seeing today. They came to listen to your story. But
Yes,
let's just go leave the music for a while. I wanted to ask about the basketball. Like, so you played basketball yourself. This was it was a total surprise to me. So was it
No,
professional or
don't
more
let
for
it
fun?
surprise you. No, I was playing for Dodan Warriors. This was a team in the Premier League.
Oh
I was part
wow!
of. I was choosing. Yeah, I was drafted and gotten to play for Dodan Warriors. So I was playing for Dodan Warriors when I just picked up the mic and said, "Look, I think going further. I think working with myself, deciding and planning stuff myself would work in this kind of peculiar environment I found myself because moving on as a team, as the Dodan Warriors, as how backward the sports industry was. I was just
Mm-hmm.
like, look, let me do this music thing. I know that I love basketball a great deal, but let me just do this music thing and let's see how far it goes. So as I was doing it hand in hand, I'll go for training, go to the studio, go for training. I started enjoying music more. Like, okay, I can still play this one as a pickup game, but this one, let me just, and that's how it is. And over the years, I've been able to prove myself. Whenever I'm called to do like the celebrity games, I'm always winning MVP. So I was always happy with myself, feeling fulfilled that at least at the end of the day, that didn't go to waste. So music kind of called me, and said, look, you can do this. Believe in yourself. That is one thing I always tell people. It looks like it's just a cliche sound or a cliche sentence. Believe in yourself is really the story of my life. Believing in myself and understanding that people don't even understand me. Even the ones
But
that think that they understand me. I feel like the person that has the closest understanding of understanding me is Tu Baba. So whenever he expresses to people that look, this sounds sultan guy, he, just the way I respect him is the way he respects me greatly. Like when he tells you, look, you don't even know what this guy is, that's the kind of
Mm.
thing I used to, you know, forge myself ahead. Like, yo, people never see anything. Like, I'm not about competition. I'm not here to compete with anybody because what I think I have was when they were doing the versus thing on Instagram, I was like, I put the word out. I said, look, if you want to put anybody up against me, the person has to do everything I do.
That would be difficult.
Yes.
Mm.
So that's it. So that's how I roll. And that's how I've been able to inspire myself and just keep myself going in this
Wow.
industry. You
So how did you deal with, like, you were talking in the beginning that you were saying that people didn't believe in you until you released the video, they didn't like the song, they didn't want to play the song. So how did you manage, I mean, psychologically, when you keep doing your best, you struggle with basketball, I mean, hustling, basketball, music, and then
Yeah.
how did you manage?
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's confidence to say, no, I know I got it. I know I have it. I'm listening to people. My ears don't lie. I can listen to what I have. I can see how much music I've written as at 2000. I had like 150 songs written. And,
Oh,
people marvel at the way I write because it's fast for me. And they'll be like, so me, I've thought it was normal until people started marveling at the way I write. I'm like, okay, I think it's a big deal.
hmm.
I'm just thinking to myself, and when I feel, okay, these people are feeling the way I'm doing this thing, that means this thing is something they can pay for, So I started encouraging myself like that. So I started having pride, you know, but you will never see the pride because it's inside.
Hmm.
If you don't, the pride is not the type you see because I'm very down to earth, but the pride is as big as the proudest person's pride on the outside, inside. So that way, I developed that pride, but that's so invincible to the outside, to
Wow.
the naked eye. That pride makes me know that, look, if I'm standing in front of Wyclef doing my music, you know, boosted my pride, a tad bit more, because he was like, yo, you guys don't even know what you guys have. You guys,
Yeah.
I've been in the studio with you for only 10 minutes and you did this. Your biggest
Mhm.
musicians, I don't want to call names now, but we've been in the studio all night and their shit will be empty. Like you guys you don't know what that you're world class and everything. So when you say stuff like that, that's why I took Wyclef as a mentor because it was always real, 100 real. Like every time it just come. We were in the studio, we were in the hotel one day, and he just called me from the sitting room and like, Sultan, stand, yo, Sultan, come, 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 come. I rushed to the room and I saw like a rock band on the TV. They were playing like a sold out stadium show and everything. Bang, bang, bang. They were doing it. And then he said, look at those guys. I said, yeah, I can see them and they're killing the show and everything. I said, you're better than them. That's what he told me. And when
Wow.
he said that, there were other guests in the room. And saying that, it kind of like just made me so, my ego just boosted, boof, go 100 and, you know, those are the kind of people you need. And that's why,
Yeah,
even
definitely.
after Wyclef, inspired and motivated me. I never cease to motivate younger ones. I always tell them when, they are feeling the lowest and people don't really want to appreciate them, and I see the potential in them, I just tell them the real thing. Because a lot of people hold back their compliments thinking that
Yeah.
if you take anything away from them, but no, when you're on a high horse as a celebrated artist, a word from you can change someone's life and someone's perception of themselves. Mhm.
Amen to that. I totally agree with you that it's, yes, if you have achieved something in life and you know how difficult it because what people see, it's your success at the moment.
Yes, ma'am.
They don't know your struggles, they don't know what you went
No,
through,
they don't
your
want to
family,
even know.
the sacrifices. So
They don't want to even know.
you think they don't want to know? I think people, they are
Trust me.
willing to learn so much nowadays.
No, 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 not everybody. I mean the majority. Majority just want to see you make it. You understand? They
Mm.
just want to see that you're up there and everything. That's how it is. That's how the market is anyway. Maybe you're selling that to them is another discussion.
Yeah, so yeah, just talking about the market, like you represent the old school generation when there was no internet, and you achieved everything because of your hard work and the talent. So I'm not saying that people that they're not hardworking, they don't have a talent, but there are just obvious differences between musicians representing different generations. From your side, for example, you and people like I don't know, like I would say Whiskey, or even people younger than him, what are the
Mm.
differences between you?
Mm, I would say the more differences in the artist, it might be in the industry. You know, everybody's gravitating
Okay.
towards the demand of the industry.
Hmm.
So I won't want to differentiate the artist. Maybe if I found myself in this kind of situation, I might have dumbed out my lyrics. I might have, you know, done soft sell, so to say, because that's what is obtainable out there. That's what. Shut the door. Thank you. So that's what people are craving for, the fast sounding songs that don't really want to make them think about the situation of the country. Just give me
Yeah.
something to forget about my sorrows, and then boom, boom, bam, boom, boom, bam. And then, from that, trying to run away from reality with music, using music as an intoxicant to chase
Yeah.
away all the reality where they had, the hardship and everything. From there, it will still degrade a little bit lower. People that are using Koni way to make money and you're celebrating them with music, of course, they would feel the need to promote you more so that there's a soft landing for the misjiving and everything. So there are so many things that kind of like comprehends the whole music industry right now. So when you see artists doing a certain thing, it's like they want to sell. They're just trying to sell. So when you see some artists that can really write lyrics, dumbing out their songs just because they want to get into the market, you cannot say they're different from me. They're just trying to be, trying to make money. But this is what I'll tell anybody, because without sounding like I'm judging, um, if you want to put lifespan in your music, if you want your music to stand the test of time, put some content in it.
Hmm.
Put
Okay.
put some content in it. That is, you're breathing lifespan into your music. When you put content in it, it's something that they can always revise and refer to in future. And so, oh, I want a song that kind of talks about, you go to it. I want a song that talks about, but the basic yardstick right now is songs that just make you dance. Songs that are talking about shake your ass or do another. So
Hmm.
if you out of the norm and just say, okay, look, I'm going to breathe some lifespan into my music. I want to talk about a certain topic. Bam, talk about that topic. In the best way you can. That's how it is. That's how you enjoy music and creativity, and also explore other grounds. You can, when you write about different things, it will always make you find new things in your
Yeah.
creativity, in your line, your vocabulary, whatever it is, your terminologies. And so that is the only thing I would like to say to anybody willing to go all the way with their music career. You know, do songs that will outlive your reign.
Yeah, the legacy. Hmm.
Hmm.
Wow. I'm Baba, I'm learning. I think I love this interview because you are like a living inspiration. Thank you so much.
Amen. Amen.
I wanted to ask about Yoruba Pikin, because you've been following my family since quite a long time. So
Yes,
how
so
did you find out about them? And thank you so much for your
I
support.
I was on Tunde Ednot's page one day. I think it was the first post he posted
Okay.
of Yoruba Pikin with the kids. The way they were. Ah, man, I felt so challenged. I'm like, I was somehow. I said, these people are outside in the country, and they still getting in all this work. So I just look at my
Mm.
kids. I'm like, you guys, you have work to do. you know,
Okay.
and by saying that, that means I will have work to do too.
Yeah.
So basically, it was really interesting when I saw that. I was so happy as a Yoruba guy. I feel like our culture must not leave. It's important for you to know that your culture, you as a person, your culture will form it, because your history is your future anyway. So being
Yes.
able to communicate in your language kind of gives you that freedom of origin and everything. Just allows you be you, more than any other thing. When I speak Yoruba, I know
Mm-hmm.
they wait say I want tabon. And they go like say I dey express. But if it's English now, is it the way I'm talking slow slow? You can know tabon.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's in tabon?
No.
Ah,
What did we
your
did?
husband did the
My husband,
tabon.
maybe he did with Pekin. I'm not sure.
Okay. So and I say I don't want tabon when I dey speak English. I don't want shell. I don't want go do grammatical error. So I go dey speak slow slow. But in Yoruba like
Okay.
this, I go dey like McLaren car waiting for express. So
Okay.
your husband dey, I go
Oh
dey
yeah, my
fast.
husband did here. Make mistake.
Mm.
Okay. I get it. Okay. Yeah, but I like what you said about the language. Like my husband used to say that it's a power, that you said it's freedom, but to him it's a power actually, that people should be
Yes, so
proud where they come from.
yes, so it kind of tells
So
who
thank
you
you so much.
are.
Yes.
Kind of tells who you
Yeah, and
are.
then
Not who
more
you
people believe in that. It's like we together, because it's like you supporting us. It gives us like we are making a bigger impact. So we really appreciate your
are.
support. Thank you.
Trust me, you don't even know the impact you have made.
That's what people
That
say, but
imagination, yes,
yes.
that imagination that you made an impact, just times it by 1,000.
Thank you. Baba, we have last 3 minutes of our time today. Maybe
Okay.
do we have time to, I mean, we have time to get some questions from the audience. I saw that Baba Lekan, he said that get aged. What be your secret?
Now God, if like say now my papa blood I carry you.
Okay.
But me, I know they smoke, I know they drink, sha. Maybe that one go help. I
Oh,
dey do
definitely.
exercise before them. And they mind my business, I dey drink water.
Okay. Um,
Head.
how often do you exercise? Do you have time to exercise nowadays?
Hey, I have more time to exercise. Like I have
Oh,
a basketball ring. I can show you my basketball ring right now. It's
yeah,
outside there
sure.
in front of in front of my house, I have a basketball ring. And when the guys in my estate, we kind of play soccer, so
Okay, so do you
I have
teach
all
your
that going on.
Pekin how to play basketball?
Hmm. They are already they are already wonderful basketballers. I'm teaching them
Wow,
every day because for one, what the Americans have over us, or people from the Western world have over Nigerians, is
sure. Yeah.
we we concentrate more on education with kids, and we do not support them for sports and other things at an early stage. So they kind of like stumble upon it after some time in life, So they don't gather the skills from a tender age.
Hmm.
That's why we always look at all these people like superheroes when they perform well. Serena
Yeah.
performing well, Tiger Woods performing well, the likes of Steph Curry and all that performing well because they started very early. So
Early
that's one as a
support as well.
yeah,
Someone discovered them and
yeah,
then properly trained. Yeah, sure, I agree.
yeah. So me, that's why I'm teaching them this. I'm not going to force it on you, but when you acquire this gift, I'm sure it will build passion in you, and over the years you turn it to money.
Wow. Baba, we have last 30 seconds. I really would love to thank you for your time. As I said, I've learned a lot. I believe that you also you leave your legacy. You are making a very big impact on people's lives. So
Thank you, Natalia Mufutau.
so I wish you a lot of health and positivity as well, because we live in this crazy Corona time.
Yes,
So
so
Thank you. Thank you.
Blessings to you.
Ẹ ṣé gan.
Natalia,
Ó
Yoruba
dàbọ̀.
Pikin, Lekon. Yes, so what
Thank
about?
you. Ó dàbọ̀.